the context of coaching, we want to be really sure that we're distinguishing for our people in our organizations that what's mentoring and what's coaching. As the official definition that the ICF use, here's what's important to me around coaching. Some of you are familiar with this. It's a relationship, an ongoing relationship that you are continually working towards. It's built on trust. It's developed through integrity, loyalty, and real intent that you hold the other person in true regard for their well-being, in true regard for their potential, their resources, their possibilities, their gifts and their strengths. The conversation around coaching that I hold means that what we're doing is engaging a client with adapting to change in who they are, their being, their thinking and feeling, and their doing. And as coach, it's important that we're able to hold those emotions for our clients, for the people that we're working with, so that we hold complete trust and faith in the coaching conversation, in the conversation that we are having with them, and most importantly, the conversation that they are having with their higher purpose. You know now already, of course, coaching is very much outcome focused. It's goals orientated. It means that we're working towards the future, that desired state. Some of you I know are masters in NLP, so you'll know the language that I'm describing to you already. The opportunity then is that it isn't therapy, it isn't counseling, it isn't anything other than we're working towards an outcome that the client has requested, that the client desires, the client wants. It's not our agenda. We're not telling them, we're not teaching them, we're not training them, and we're certainly not consulting. We're inviting and evoking awareness within our client. This is around trust, safety, confidentiality, presence, our own coaching presence. What does that mean in that dialogue? And then it's around communicating effectively, listening, and evoking awareness. How are we asking questions? How are we directly just saying it as it is? How are we creating new insight, new learning for what's occurring in this conversation with these people? It might be a one-to-one conversation. It might be a team conversation, or you might just have an entire group of people together. And then finally, the fourth piece is around capturing learning, capturing the growth. How do we acknowledge what that means for that individual, that team? And all of that's working towards their desired outcomes. We start working on the coaching agreement. It's work that is ongoing. It's forever work. And even until the very last moments of a coaching program, a coaching conversation, we continue to engage in it. In its simplest form, here's what I did. We started as large groups, having facilitated conversations. At no point did I go in and physically describe, I'm going to be coaching you. That was the last thing I did. And what we start to create is a conversation around what's really matters, what's really important, and how does that sit with where the company wants to go? What's important to you? Where is the change that the company could adjust to so that it's more aligned to the people that are in it? We worked here as external coaches. They were then supporting themselves with internal coaches. Some of them had gone off and become ICF credentialed coaches and were creating internal dialogue. We were supporting senior leaders externally. But it's so important that you create a sense of safety and a sense of real understanding. What are the advantages of when is the most effective time for an internal coaching, training rollout? When is the most effective time to introduce external coaches? Was the organization mature enough for internal coaches? Did it feel safe enough for the internal coach, who, remember, has a proper day job in that organization alongside being an internal coach? And how are they protected? How are they kept safe? So these are all important aspects that we need to consider. What's going to be the policy around the safety and security of those individuals? What's the policy around the safety and security of the conversations that these internal coaches hold? Where's the integrity? So we need to establish some really serious ground rules. And as we do so, there's an opportunity. There's an opportunity that then means that we're working hand in hand in whole partnership. Remember again, coaching is not reporting down the line. Developing a coaching culture is about creating trust and credibility. And, it's really important. This is cornerstone. If we don't have trust and credibility, then we're not going to have anything else. And the selection criteria has to be completely transparent. Insertion point, impacting at scale. Now, in that context, when we're all set and we're all ready, I hold absolute every faith, every belief that this is going to be successful and this is going to work for me. For me, systemic change means systemic impact, means bringing about a profound difference to the quality, the well-being of people and the well-being of our planet. So our conversation, I want for us to start exploring how can it bring systemic change, social justice, an alleviation of pain, frustration for people, so that we're all living that equal partnering lifestyle. I do what I do because it's meaningful. Makes a difference. Not just for me, but for the people around me that have a voice. And all we do in those coaching conversations and allow those voices to be heard, so that each of us is respectfully acknowledged for what they want to bring.